What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new YouTube video. Today's video is going to be a start to a new series, a new 7-day series. For those who don't know, I've created 2 of these 7-day series before on my YouTube channel, where I took an account, I grew them from scratch, and I saw how fast they grew in a 7-day period. Today's is going to be a little bit different. We're going to start from basically 500 followers. You could see here on this account, I have already 499 followers. Now, something I want to say is the first about 200 followers, maybe 250 followers, were in a completely different niche. I pivoted this account. So essentially what I did is I switched the whole account's fan base. I switched everything about the account. And what we're doing is for 7 days, every day, we're going to do a video where we document the growth of the account. I'm going to be sharing what numbers I'm going to be doing, how I'm going to be doing it, and how I'm going to actually be growing the account. Now, the method is very simple. I've done this before, and what I'm going to be using is an Instagram bot, okay? So if you guys aren't familiar, there's a tool called, or a website called igbots.org. They've recently updated their website. Like, they've made it look different. And so I figured, why not do this? Let's go ahead and do it. So igbots.org is the website. We have here different tools, okay? The tools that you're seeing that look like this are what they call the legacy tools. And the legacy tools are their older tools. They still work, and you could get them for a cheaper price. But then here they have their newest tool. The newest tool is called the Optimal Bot. Now, I'm going to be using the features of the Optimal Bot, and this Optimal Bot is a one-time payment tool. Now, you don't have to pay for this tool, right? It's not, there's a $119 tool, and then you could access their monthly tools, which is, I'm also an affiliate of these guys, which is called botsandappsgumroad.com. So here they have their tools where you can pay monthly for. Now, I'm going to be telling you what features I'm going to be using. I'm only going to be using one feature. I'm not going to complicate the process, because what this video series is going to serve to do is it's going to be as a guide to show people how basic and easy it is to grow an Instagram account in 2022, okay? So the only 2 features or the only one feature I'm going to be using for the whole entire week, okay, is going to be the Instagram follow. Here's a screenshot. The Instagram follow feature, or the Instagram follow feature. Okay? This Instagram follow feature is very simple. We're going to go and find targeted accounts that might be interested in what we have to offer on our Instagram account, and we're going to follow these individuals. Now, for those who watch my other videos, I have a Redbubble store attached to this account. I'm not going to be promoting that Redbubble store for the duration of this series, just the 7-day series. The reason why is because I want to focus this series on growth for 7 days. I want to see how much can we grow in 7 days, okay? So, like I said, there's different solutions. And by the way, guys, these are not the only tools out there. There are different companies that make different bots and things like that. From what I've seen, these are going to be the cheapest on the market. You have here the Instagram follow-unfollow Automator. That's going to be the one that contains the follow bot, essentially, or a follow Automator. And what you're going to do with this follow Automator is you're just going to simply follow people. Now, if you're a beginner, you're not sure what tool to use, and you don't want to make a full-time commitment to a tool where you pay it one time, I recommend you go with the monthly tools. I actually use the monthly tools for 2 purposes. The first purpose is when I'm testing a virtual assistant, when they say that they know how to do something. I get the monthly tool, and it's not as big as an investment for me. And if they stick on and they actually work for me, then I actually give them the tool for them to work, and I pay for it on a monthly basis. For me, it's a better, tax write-off and things like that. So even though it's small, it still adds, it still counts. So it's definitely a tool that can help me in that regard. All right. Now, the second way I use it for virtual assistants is I have a lot of virtual assistants who are already on board with me. And what I'll do is I'll tell them, hey, create an account, do this for me, do XYZ for me, and then use that tool every single day as a little add-on to their work. So, right before they start working, this is their responsibility. And you'll see how easy it is. It only takes a few seconds to learn how to use, all right? So first of all, let's get this clear. You can learn how to install the tool. First of all, they have guides right here, like they have an installation guide. They have also a blog. I think their blog is down right now, but if you click on it, it might be working at the time. For some reason, when I'm clicking blog, just takes me back to the homepage here. But it doesn't matter because I'll show you guys how to do everything. Now, if you guys want to learn how to actually use these specific tools, or how to install them, how to install them, go to my website, go to autopilotpassiveincome.com, and go over here to other, and then click on Instagram plus Redbubble mini course. The reason why I say this course is because inside this course, I show you how to install these specific tools. You just want to find the specific one, because inside the course, I do share other tools, okay? So go to this specific course. It's completely free. Log in, and I'll show you how to install it there if you need like some visual guidance. If you don't, and you could just easily read these directions, then go ahead, okay? So now I'm going to be showing you how to actually use the tools. So let's go ahead and jump in. So since I am in, let's say, the Christian/faith niche, I'm going to want to look for other similar accounts in my niche, right? So it starts off like this. It's actually very, very basic. I'm telling you, it doesn't take much brain power, right? What we're going to do is we're going to find other accounts that are in our niche. Now, in my case, I've already found those accounts, right? Here's an example, Living Christian, okay? This is an account that might be in my niche. The context of this account is it's Christian-related content. The idea, guys, is that the closer I get to the style of post that I create to the competitors, the bigger chance of success I'll have. It's the same way if I want to make sales on a certain platform. If I take a look at the other platforms, or I take a look at the other accounts on that platform, if they're doing what I want to do, right, I have to somewhat mimic them. Not copy off of them, but mimic them. I'll explain what I mean by that. Let's say I want to grow my account, and all I'm posting is this style account where I have a nature background, a quote from the Bible, I have a picture of a cross, and then where it's referenced from, right? If I want to grow this style, ideally, I would want to target accounts that do similar style posting, because that's going to help me grow the most. So I'm going to have to be on a mission to find that. So if I could type in, let's just say hashtag faith here, or maybe hashtag faith quote, let's go ahead and do that. Let's see what comes up. Right? And faith quote is just like a very wide range. It could be, any kind of quote. But the first thing I see is this, which kind of actually seems kind of relevant to what I'm doing. So let's go ahead and click on this, and let's take a look at their Instagram account. Now, they're at the top of Instagram for engagements on the hashtag, so means that their audience is very lively, very strong audience. So I could do two things here. I can engage with their followers, or I can engage with the people who like their photos. I have two different options. Now, for me personally, I want to be able to quantify how good the tool is for each one, right? And when I say how good the tool is, not necessarily the tool, but the results for each one. So what I'll do is I'll dedicate one day to just engaging with a certain post, right? So, and what I mean, I'll show you guys. I go to the post, I click on the likes, and there's a list of individuals who like, okay? I'll engage with them. And I'll see, like, what results come out of it, right? If I engage, let's say, with 100 people, if I follow 100 people, and let's say I get 50 followers back, well, then I know, okay, the conversion rate is 50%. But let's say I open up the followers that I engage with 100 people here, and the following rate here is only 25%. Well, then I know in general that most of the time photos will be better than the following list. Do you guys see what I'm saying here? So my goal is always to optimize, and we're going to have to do that with numbers, statistics, and data. All right. So that's why the whole point is why I'm recording this. Now, for those who are watching my other videos, the Redbubble videos and all that kind of stuff, and the passive income videos, those videos are going to stay. They're not going anywhere. You guys know we've been doing twice a day since about 50 days ago. And we're doing pretty well on that in terms of uploading, and I'm relatively consistent to it. I don't think I have missed a single day so far, so that's what we're going to stick to. So in the mornings, we'll do a progress reports on the Instagram growth, and then in the at night or afternoon, whatever the time is, but just later, we'll do the other passive income videos. Is that fair? So that's kind of what we'll do. So let's go ahead and do some work for today. So I already have the tool, okay? I have all of these tools. I've been a customer for a long time from this company, igbots.org. By the way, guys, I am an affiliate of this company. So if you're interested in supporting the channel and you're going to get the tool anyway, if you're interested, like I said, click my link in the description box. It's going to give me a little kickback whenever you purchase something. But if you're not interested and you're just here for the show, thank you for watching. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick any one of these photos. I'm going to go ahead and click on this one, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the likes, and I'm going to open the tool, the bot. So if you're going to go to igbots.org and you're going to pay for the tool a one-time payment of the $119, it's going to look like this. This is how it's going to look like. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it on, and what it's going to do is it has a follow button here. I'm going to click on the menu here, and I'm going to take a look at the numbers that I want to run. Now, I've said this before, but if you're going to do this, the numbers that you're going to want to run, obviously, is going to be different for every account, but you're not going to want to exceed 150 follows a day, okay? And this is my way of keeping your guys' account from being blocked. And when I say blocked, it's just Instagram's way of holding up your account and saying, hey, you can't do any more follows for the next, let's say, 10 hours, right? And then they'll release that follow. Basically what happens is guys, some people, they go overboard with this. They type in numbers like 400, 500, 200. Like, they just do too much for what their account can handle, right? So what I like to do is since I know I'm going to do 150, right? I'm going to take essentially 150, divide that by 2, that's 75, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that as my total follow quantity. That's the amount of follows I'm going to do in one session, which is going to be 75 follows. And I'm going to leave a duration here between 10 and 20 seconds, just for now, right? And what it's going to do is every 10 to 20 seconds, it's going to hit that follow button, hit that follow button, hit that follow button, until the total amount of follows, created, it reaches 75. Once it reaches 75, then it's essentially completed its task. Now, I'm not going to wait till it hits 75 because I'm going to do this twice. I'm not going to just stop at the end of the day. I'm going to do this twice, right? And what that's going to do for me, it's going to allow me to follow 150 people. If we do the numbers on that, okay, let's go ahead and open up my calculator here. 150 times 7 is going to be 1,050. So we're reaching out essentially to 1,050 people in 1 week. If we multiply this by 4, and by the way, these are very safe numbers when it comes to Instagram. If we multiply this by 4, that's 4,200, okay? There are certain accounts that I've done during this 7-day series before on my YouTube channel where I've had a 50% conversion rate, where 50% of the people that I reached out to came and followed me back, right? So for a lot of people, they can't even gain 100 followers a month. Nevertheless, getting 2,000 followers a month, or 500 followers a month, or 500 followers a week even, right? I know for me personally, if you told me to grow an Instagram account completely organically, it would take me months and months and months to get my first 100 followers. But literally with a tool like this, you can get your first 100 followers in a matter of let's say a few days. And I'm not even exaggerating. I'm being completely honest. And you guys will see what I'm talking about here. Now, something I also want to say is, are these tools required? The answer is no. These tools are not required. You can do this yourself. You can manually hit, let's say, the follow button. Let's say you go here and manually hit the follow button. You can do that. But the thing that I would advise you to do is, if you're going to do that, you have to be very careful about how you're doing it. So you can't just keep going like this and just hit the follow button like this without any time in between each action. The reason why I say that is because if you do that, what you're doing is you're behaving like a robot. Instagram has checked or is checking constantly on the way your account behaves. If you just keep spamming this follow button like this, really what you're doing is you're screwing up your chance to essentially you're going to increase the chance you're going to get blocked. You have to leave a little bit of time in between each follow. And for me, for most people, what I recommend, that number is anywhere between 40 to 50 seconds in between each follow, sometimes even more, right? So for most people, I would say anywhere from 40 seconds to, let's say, 100 seconds is the number. Now, that number might differ, it might go up and down, but for the sake of the tutorial, for the YouTube video tutorial, I'm going to show you guys a smaller number here, a smaller minimum and maximum delay, just so you can see how this works, right? So I'm going to set the numbers from 1 to 5 seconds. And really what this means is that anywhere between 1 to 5 seconds, it's going to perform a follow. It's never going to perform less than 1 second, or let's just leave this to 2 seconds rather, right? Basically, anywhere from 2 to 5 seconds, it's going to perform a follow. It's never going to wait over 5 seconds to perform a follow. It's never going to go under 2 seconds. It's going to pick a random number in between these two numbers. So once I go back here and I just click this once, okay, just click it once, it will start what it's doing. Now, depending on the timers that you set, it might take some time, but you can see here already followed the first person. Now, I'll tell you guys why I use a tool like this, and I have the luxury of using a tool like this over doing it myself manually. So, first of all, I'm running, different accounts throughout the day. That's first of all. Second of all, my virtual assistants, they're running different accounts. Third of all, I'm partnered with an agency that I've actually sold off, and that agency does stuff like this for clients, and clients pay for this. So for me, on my end, I'm responsible for paying for these tools, right? That's kind of one of the aspects. The second aspect for me is that it's a luxury for me. I don't want to sit there and spend, let's say, 40 minutes out of my day waiting to click and then wait 30 seconds and then click and then wait 30 seconds and then click. I don't want to do that. I have other things that I need to do, and to me, my time is more valuable than my money. If I look at it this way, this $119 that I pay, and I pay it once, or even the $20 that I pay per a monthly basis for a tool like this, that $20, I'm gonna make more money back just focusing on other things that can make me money throughout the month than paying that $20. And for me, it's a valuable exchange. For you, it might not be. For you, you might have to manually sit there and do it, right? Everybody's, in different circumstances, different situations, right? And I don't expect you guys to push yourselves financially to do something that you can't do. But essentially, what I'm really getting at here is that if you're going to want to, essentially dip your beak in the world of internet marketing and making money online, Instagram does help, especially because it's a very visual platform. You can see here, I'll just go ahead and scroll up on the tool. Look how many people it followed already for me, right? And I'm not saying you should do this. Like I said, this is just for the sake of the video, and I'm actually going to stop it here. Let's go ahead and stop it here. By mistake, I clicked the follow button twice. Let's go ahead and turn it off. Okay. And like I said, I'm not saying that you should do... All right, we got already a new follower and a new like, but let's go ahead and open up this like list. I'm not saying that you should do this where you should go that fast. Like I said, it's always a risk when you go that fast. You want to keep your account as safe as possible. Now, let's just talk about the basics to getting banned and blocked. I'll explain what this is. With tools like this and like this, you cannot get banned and you cannot get blocked. I want to be clear on that. Or excuse me, you cannot get banned, but you can get blocked. And basically what getting blocked means is that you're just doing too much for that moment in time, and Instagram will stop you from essentially doing that for a day or two, or sometimes a few hours. Sometimes it's 3 days. Just depends on, how long you've been getting blocked for, okay? Now, that's nothing to worry about with these tools because they're not API built. Basically, what an API is I'm gonna speak in layman's terms. I've talked about this before, but I want to make it as simple as possible. The API just means when a tool communicates with another tool from a software way. This tool doesn't do that. This tool strictly, what it does is it mimics human being activity. It does the same thing you do by clicking that follow button. The only difference is it will set that period of time in between each follow, right? And so what that does for you is it's as if you were sitting down and actually doing it. That's essentially what it does, right? Now, in terms of getting banned, what getting banned really means is getting deleted off the platform. Tools like this will not do that. You will not get banned, for using Instagram. And people will say, how do you know? Guys, I've been talking about Instagram bots for 4 years. I made over 600 videos. I've tested every tool in the book. I've worked with literally almost every single tool. I know exactly what I'm talking about, and I've experienced almost every tool out there. It's hard to say I haven't. So, some tools are better than others, but in terms of price, in terms of functionality, and in terms of ease of use without worrying about getting banned, these are going to be the best tools. Now, like I said, IGBots is going to be the website. IGbots.org is where you can get it as a one-time payment. And by the way, click the link in bio if interested, or in the link in description, excuse me. But if you want to pay a monthly fee because you're just not sure on how to use the tool, or you're not sure if you're going to use it for a long time, or maybe you want to use it 1 month on, 1 month off, go get it from the monthly, which I'll leave the link in the description to the monthly tools as well, where you can pay a monthly fee. And here they have the IG follow, they have the IG comment, and they have the IG like. So you have 3 different tools here, okay? And these 3 different tools serve different purposes. Excuse me, but for the sake of the series, we're just going to be using one tool. Like I said, my goal here is not to get fancy with it. It's just to simply be basic and show what basic growth looks like. That's kind of the goal. Now, during this series, behind the scenes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my computer, and I'm going to, I don't even know how many follows we did here. I'll have to count it up, but I'm going to have to set the proper numbers here. And what I'm going to do for the whole duration of the series, I'm going to go from 30 seconds to, or let's just go from 40 seconds. We'll do that rather. 40 seconds to 100 seconds. That's what I'm going to do. And in the course of about maybe less than an hour, definitely less than an hour, anywhere from probably a half hour to 50 minutes, this is going to be finished. This is going to be over. And I will do this one more time later throughout the day, and that will be it. And that will be the 150 for the day, and they'll go ahead and report in tomorrow's video the success of it all. So if you want to see the series and see my growth, and I'm going to be unbiased. I'm going to show you guys exactly how far our account grew. Like, you guys are going to see the numbers. Right now, we're sitting at 499 followers or 500 followers. You guys are going to see the exact numbers, right? Every single day. So, I'm interested for the series. I'm interested to see what kind of results we get and, what things we run across. And that's essentially what I'm going to do, all right? Now, if you guys are going to continue to watch the channel for tonight's video and all the other videos that we post, those are going to be just passive income videos, not necessarily related to Instagram, but Instagram is just one aspect of all that, all right? I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. Bye.